After an amazing 7 days trip through the Everglades with the kayaks covering more than 200 kilometers, now heading off along the Keys, we are going to explore different environments, the coral reef environment, and then they have sank a lot of wrecks along the coast to build artificial reefs. So we'll be looking for coral bleaching and then the impact of the BP oil spill along the Gulf of Mexico. So it's going to be very interesting to dive for over 150 miles all the way to the dry Tortugas.
Before I went here, I only did my open water diver license, and I was really scared how it would be to dive in the sea. Actually, it makes so much fun. I really enjoyed it to see different types of fish. We saw sea turtles and it was just amazing.
Once we were down there, we had a couple of dive tasks just to see if everybody was comfortable underwater and to see if there was anybody that needed a bit more attention, maybe change our weighting or something like that. Then the dive started for real. It was absolutely amazing. The amount of coral down there, the colors. We had torches with us so we could really see the real colors. We also had the chance to see a massive grouper.
I learned diving in Switzerland in different Swiss lakes. And this was the first time I dived in the sea. And it's absolutely incredible because the visibility is much better and you see so much more life in the sea.
Yesterday we did a wreck dive and it was 33 meters deep.
After we discovered the deck of the shipwreck, who was covered with corals and many different fish, we were penetrate the wreck and was going into different rooms. First it was a little bit scary to go in there, but with the torch it's nice to see the life in the boat.
As soon as we got into the water, you just enter this completely different world, and it's like being on the set of a movie or something, and everything just feels so relaxed, and immediately just gave me okay sign, and she was so excited, and it's just a whole different world down there. We dove a wreck called Spiegel Grove, and it's a US Coast Guard ship that they sunk in order to create a reef. All of us were sort of thinking it's going to be a rusty old ship underwater, but when we got there it was absolutely spectacular to see this massive structure underwater full of life, full of corals and fish swimming around it. We got to actually penetrate the wreck, which is amazing to me. I've never actually been into the wreck. I've had a wreck dive before, but we only swam around. Being inside such an old ship underwater, it's quite an experience, and I think if anybody was claustrophobic it might have been a problem. Luckily there were no problems. The dive went really smoothly, everybody had good fun. Once we were back up, we couldn't stop talking about how amazing it was and what the experience it was and how truly privileged we are to be on this expedition and to be able to see that.